Rasheida, and we're the minutes.
Hey! Silly Willy today. So Rasheida acting like she can't stand me right now. So we got to this big old discussion about I ain't perfect, you ain't gonna get perfection, but you ain't gonna get nothing better than me. So
Wow.
she leading off this one because she the one with the problem.
I don't have no problem.
This is why I end up buying so many cards with little tags on them.
Cards are really nice jewelry, saying I'm sorry.
So the topic for today is see, and you'll understand that in a minute.
Woo! Okay, so the topic here is 80-20. We call it the 80-20 rule. You had to kind of figure out 20%.
Why are we talking about that? Why are we talking about that? Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
80-20 rule. In every marriage, there's 80% and there's a 20%. The 8%, that's good. That 20%, you're like, ooh. So I'm talking about it because it is right here. And in the movie, Why Did I Get Married? Tyler Perry movies. They talk about marriages and relationships, and they talk about the 80-20 rule when the character, the husband, and that was Jill Scott and her husband, and she was big, and he was treating her like crap, and then they eventually he left her, but he left her real crappy. But then who he left her for was burning his credit cards up, killing him. He didn't have no money. She wasn't cooking, she wasn't cleaning. All of the things that Jill Scott thinks that he took for granted. So that 80-20. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna start with the 20% that drives me crazy about this one. And it is because my wife is so dang blasted gassy. Oh my God. And it's not like a normal or and then on top of that, she does it and then she don't even say excuse me. She'll burp. Don't even say it. And then I'm like, oh, you gonna say something? I wasn't done. I don't give every time you come out your mouth, you should excuse me. Excuse me. That's how it's supposed to be done.
If I'm in public, but it's just
So I get thrown to the side. I get thrown to the wall.
I find it entertaining because she always doing too much. She way over the top.
It don't even help that she had so 15 years ago now, she had the gastric bypass surgery. And Lisa was over 300 pounds. So one of the side effects, for everybody who knows it, one of the horrible side effects is that they're gassy and it smells like death. In the Bible, when the angel tell all the folks, put the blood over the doorway and on the sides, because the green smoke is going to come through the town and kill them up.
Oh, shoot.
That's the smell that comes out of her.
Here's in my defense.
Jesus.
In my defense, when you have that kind of surgery that I had, yes, the gas smells really bad. But it's really painful too if you don't just get rid of it. So I stopped, just like I've come into my authentic self about every other aspect of my life. She married my authentic whatever, and I let it rip because I remember being in pain so much that they had to give me, you guys are familiar with Dilaudid, that's a wonderful thing, but for short term. They stick in your vein, you feel like you could fly like an eagle. But it was so bad that they give me Dilaudid. So I'm not trying to keep it in just to make life convenient.
My thing is this, don't even keep it in. I understand that, but you already know that it's bad, so you should take precautions. Granny, when she was still here, was watching QVC and was like, hey, y'all, come here. We need to get some of this. And you know what this is? It was poopery.
She bought a case.
Granny bought a case. Oh my God, I'm sweating so bad talking about this topic. Oh my God. Y'all understand, this woman, it peels the paint off your walls. So, okay, her gas. My other 20.
So it's 10% each, right?
Yeah. is her impatience in conversation. I can't even finish my whole entire thought or my sentence before I get interrupted. She literally, I'm like, hi, babe, I just want to. And when I say it annoys me to no end, I just want to take this pen and just. And she never lets me get the whole thought out or the whole statement before she wants to interrupt and but she asks a question that I'm answering. Had she just let me finish the statement, I would have answered it. So that's my 20%. You want to tell your 20?
Can I talk now? You just, I want to.
No, I got my 80% I'm going to tell too.
Oh, you want to tell the good stuff?
I'm going to tell too. I'm good and bad. So do you want to tell your 20?
Oh, sure. So those were 10 each. All right. So Rasheida's 20%. Oh, my God. My wife is Messy Marvin. She's Messy Marvin's twin sister, Messy Martha. And I am not, I'm not the what you call it? I don't have to have everything completely straight all the time. Not like that. There are certain areas in the house that, yeah, I try.
Keyword try.
But she didn't try at all. Wherever she take it off, that's what she leaves it. So here's the thing. I don't get this. And she has yet to make me understand this.
Here we go.
She takes her shoes off. And there's one shoe in the living room and one shoe in the bedroom, or one shoe upstairs in the family room and one shoe in the basement. But your feet and your legs are never separate. So I don't understand why she just can't take the stuff off in one room and leave them side by side. But she'll leave a shoe in the bathroom and there's one in the kitchen. I don't understand that. And it annoys the crap out of me. But she messy. And so we have this. Now I have an older brother. He is ridiculous with needing to have order to everything. My biological father was way over the top. But I do like my cabinets to be in order. So I grew up in a same family as ours. Well, we had a bunch of kids, different marriages, and parents got together. Blended. That's the word I'm looking for.
Wow.
Grew up in a blended family. And we had a lot of friends because our house had all of the ping pong tables and things that all the neighborhood kids wanted to play with. And so my mother was trying to keep track of dishes and how much matched and how much didn't, and food and how much cans of this she had, how much cans she didn't of that. And I would get so tired of the cans and stuff just being mixed up and we have extra this and not enough of that. So I keep my cabinets really orderly. And I don't ask her to do it. I take the time to straighten them out. But she's dirty. Let me tell you what she does. She messy, and she will wait till I straighten out the cabinets, and she'll come in and just knock them all over. Knowing.
I wouldn't knock them over. I would just like unorganized.
That's the same thing.
I was doing that just to mess.
I know you do it just to mess with me, but I've already spent time cleaning out the cabinets, so why would you just mess them all up? And then I can't go to bed because I got to fix back again. But that's sometimes when I'm going through some stress and I like to relieve my left brain, right brain kind of exercises. But so that's one of the things. Now the other thing that gets under my skin, Rasheida, and I've done little Facebook blurts from the car about this on Sunday morning. Rasheida knows what we're going to wear to church on Friday. She double checks it on Saturday. Sunday, we have to be at the church by 10:30. Rasheida gets up 8:30, sometimes 7:30.
Hey, wait.
You don't?
That was only when I had to cook.
I'm saying she does. Don't try to put that cook thing in there. The kid's been gone. She ain't cooked on that Sunday before church as our children left home. So cut that out. I tried. She's up 2 hours by herself. Or at least an hour, because I don't roll over. Because she knows what she's wearing. She know I already picked out my shirt or something because we match. We old school. We match on Sundays, even if we wearing robes. So I don't understand how it is I can get up an hour and a half, 2 hours later. And I get an example this Sunday. I got up way later, fixed us breakfast, and still got out the door before her.
And that's a lie. I was out the door before you this Sunday.
Because you crammed all your breakfast inside of a sandwich. Because I ate mine. She crammed hers in a sandwich because she took so long. I don't understand. I've been sitting in the car for like 30 minutes waiting.
It ain't never that long. She sat for a while, but it's never been 30 minutes.
You know what? The lightning gonna come through here.
Why would you?
But lying. But those that 20%, those irritate but they don't break the bank. So you always the 80-20 rule. You ain't gonna get perfection. So some things you just have to say, well, if they never change, can I live with them? So she's messy. I hate it.
She's
my resolution.
She gassy.
Was I hired a maid to come in sometimes. Well, I did. We had a housekeeper for a while.
Yes.
So that was one of the resolutions. But then once the kids all left and all that stuff, we kind of just do it ourselves. And we've done pretty good at doing the general stuff as a team ourselves. But she still don't like to keep my cabinet straight. So
nope, and I don't care.
She does it just to irritate me. So that's in my 20. I'll let you go first again on the 80 so I can get out of her way and not be cutting her off. So I'm gonna sit over to the side and be quiet.
You looking like that? All right, so the part of the 80% is the fact that she's just compassionate. She's always helping people in need. Really? Oh God. She want to help people succeed in life. She wants to see a better version of them, and she just gives her all. And I think that's just an amazing quality. She has humility. She's humble. She has this. She's small in stature, but great. Her spirit is just like a giant. And when she don't brag and boast about her accolades and all of that. Other people do, because she's so amazing, and she's just so loving and so giving, and she has a huge heart, and I love that about her. And that's in that 80%. She will give you the shirt off her back, but nobody can fit it. But I mean, she will give it
So now I'm going to cut her off since she did all that. Equally, I feel the same way about her. Rasheida is loving, compassionate, and actually, I am a giver. But I have learned since I've been with her, I give more. We do tussle. We always agree on giving. What we don't agree on is giving how much. My wife will give all of it. I'm a little more cautious.
Hold on. Not all. Just a nice chunk.
I'm a little more cautious, but I am overall. But that's one of the things that I love about her, because she doesn't care why you're in need, what you need. She don't even care. You don't even have to say you need a need or you have a need or anything like that. If Rasheida is spending time with you, she cares about you. She knows there's something she can do or we can do with something within our resources or our network or whatever that can help somebody. She lovingly will come to the rescue or just give that. And so it's one of the things that I just I love about her. And then one of the other things is my wife is such a anointed, brilliant director, musical director.
Wow.
And when you see somebody really doing something in their element, that is, let's be honest, we grown folks, right? That's a turn on. But I love that about her, but I love it because it's so authentic, and it's so, she's not up there trying to impress other people or whatever. She's just giving her all and giving her best, and she brings out the best in choirs when she's standing out in front, and I love that. But it's her heart capacity to love, and Rasheida meets people where they are. It doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're poor. She treats everybody the same, rich, poor. I can remember. So I have some very high profile clients in the course of my career. Some VPs and CEOs, and I don't work for them directly. I normally coach them or something. But I will have to go to events occasionally. And what happens is the people who know these folks not familiar, they kind of shy away because you don't want to be talking to the bosses, you know. You want to be talking to the brass, so you're intimidated. So they have limited conversation. And Rasheida always walks in and goes, so, hey, Jim Bob, how are you? Oh, what's your name? And talks to them like they're regular people. And they'll later say to me, your wife, I love her. Please bring her to every event. And I go, she don't work for my company. She don't work for your company. What in the world? Why she need to be here? What is that about? But that's wonderful when you have clients who want you to bring your spouse, because that's, I can tell you, I've been in the consulting world a long time. That's not a common thing. But she just has this ability to captivate people, and she treats them the same, and she doesn't care about their title and their 8,000 square foot houses, and they got some. She doesn't care about any of that. And so she's not impressed. She just talks to them like they're regular people. And my clients like that about her because they go, well, I'm just a human being, but nobody wants to talk to me in the room because...
Or they only want to talk business. And when I go over to them, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? And more it's like we're in a social setting and we're having cocktails.
That's
and
true,
I'm like,
too.
what are you drinking? This is what I'm drinking. I think you should try this. And they be like, for real? And next thing I know, we having shots at the bar. And then we dancing. We doing the wobble with me, wobble with me, wobble with me. So
that's she's right on that. They because a lot of people when we're at these events, because you don't know how to talk to the boss without it being about work. You don't have a relationship with the boss, and so they don't know how to have just the casual conversations. And she breaks the ice that way. So I very much appreciate those things about her. We could go on. And
but I'm gonna say one more thing
for a while. But go ahead.
On the 80%, I love the fact that she treats me like a queen. She loves me, she respects me, she lifts me, she encourages me.
Except when I cut you off. It was a joke.
Until then.
I raised my finger this time, though.
Yes.
I'm learning. I'm trying.
20 years later.
You still messing up the cabinets?
Actually, I haven't lately. I guess I will.
Anyhow, so the 80-20 rule.
80-20.
You know, if you got 80%, you better take it. Because if you think there's better out there, it might be. Good luck. You better evaluate whether or not.
Do you want that 80% or the 20% of chaos and craziness or 80% of greatness?
So I'll give you this one thing. Somebody always says, you always think the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, right? In somebody else's yard, the grass is always greener. Here's the trick. You have to remember when you're looking at somebody else's grass, you're looking through the fence with a hole about that big. So when you go to look over the top, you see all the brown stuff. And the only place that was green was the one little piece you could see through that peephole. You get on the other side of the fence, it ain't so green. So evaluate, appreciate, love on each other, and take your time. God bless and peace.
Peace.